getting on him pretty hard there in the first half, but then he showed up and made a bunch of big plays, Jones.
Yeah, I think he played so well in the second half. That's who he is. And I thought his brother played that well too. They both played with unbelievable energy. They were aggressive and attacked. They played smart. You know, they didn't try to make crazy plays. They made easy plays that they could make. But Aaron basically threw dagger after dagger. I thought Marcus Lee played really well. Willie did what Willie does. Then he took that jumper, and I know we all looked at each other like, what in the world? But he's been practicing that. That's something that he's been working on. Made his free throws. Dakari in the first half was, you just can't play that way. In the second half he played. We had some guys not play well, but that's what happens when you have a lot of guys. You just kind of scramble until you figure out, okay, who's got it going? And that's what I did in the second half, and I just ran with the guys that had it going.
We've talked about defense. This team has talked about taking pride in defense. What happened there in that stretch? Was that just a case of them going crazy and hitting shots? Or?
Yeah, anytime you make a mistake against them, they make shots. Let me say this, and I told Kevin, I watched a bunch of their tape. The job he's done with that young team is phenomenal. Each time down the floor against a normal defense, we're like not normal. Like we're like ridiculously fighting, scratching, and every play, every pass. A normal team, they get a good shot off every time. They may not make them all, but they get them off. Against a team like us, anytime we had a breakdown, anytime we ran into a screen, anytime we didn't find a shooter in transition, they made them. Or at least, let's say, 70% of them. They didn't miss many of those. But I told him after the game, what a job he's doing with that team. They're playing exactly how they have to win, and it's a good game for us.
John, on the time and score, why was Willie's shot good and when Dakari's was not?
His was good because it went in. I tell guys on plays like that, you want to shoot a ball like that, you better make it. Dakari shot a fadeaway, and Dakari, they had 3 blocks, and they were all Dakari shots. He's still turning into the defense and shooting the ball in front of the guy. Like, you can't shoot. You got to, if you're going to your left, you got to shoot it here. If you're going to your right, you got to shoot it here. You can't turn, and that's what he keeps doing. But he made free throws. He did some good stuff. Like I said, we'll learn from this. We did an offensive rebound. This team, they rebounded with us. But it was a good win. I mean, I'm happy.
Well, did they try to take the 3 away from you a little more than some teams have? And then what did you think they did with Devin defensively?
They didn't do anything. He wasn't, you know. Did they try to take the 3 away? I know we only took 6. We made 4. I don't know, but I know this. We were posting the ball, and we missed a bunch of bunnies in there. And what they said was, let's see if we can play them 1-to-1 in the post. I would say if a team does that to us, I'm happy, but we missed a ton of those. And balls ripped from us a little bit. And
hey, John, Dakari's first half issues mainly defensive stuff. I think I saw
wasn't ready to play.
Okay.
He wasn't in the frame of mind you have to be to play. The energy wasn't there. Shots blocked again. You know, everybody's going crazy on defense, and he's standing there. Boom, you're out. Second half, he went in and did it. Aaron was kind of the same way. I said, I'm not settling for that. Look, I have a vision of each of these kids, the best version of themselves. But they have to play extremely hard. They've got to play with unbelievable energy and some emotion. And they all know the plays that we're trying to get them to make. And they're capable of doing it, you know, but they're not machines, they're not computers. But I'm not, you know, I'm not backing up. I know what these guys are capable of, and I'm holding them to that standard.
How important was that stretch by Marcus when he scored those 6 straight points and sort of brought you guys back to life at a time when you needed it?
Yeah, he was terrific. I thought he did well. And my staff kept saying to me, you know, hey, now what I was afraid of at the end of the game was they were going to foul him. And I didn't want to put him on the foul line. I said, look, your free throw shooting is 100 times better, but I don't want to put you in this position. I'm not going to do that to you. And that's why I didn't put him in at the end.
John, can you talk about the play of Carl and what hope he gets from a game like this?
Again, you know, by the end of the season, I want Carl to be the best big man in the country. That he plays pick and roll as good as any big man. See, if you can't play pick and roll, you understand that next level, you got an issue. I want him to be someone that when you watch him, he's unbelievable in pick and roll. That if you don't double team him in the post, he'll score. That he'll get, if he doesn't score, he's going to get you the foul. He's not playing that way right now. A guy that there's times we can put him in pick and slide him to the elbows and let him shoot some jumpers. And then, again, he had 7 blocks today. Go rebound that ball. Go block shots. Go do those things offensively. Fly. Physically, he's not mature enough in those legs. It's hard for him to stay down and fight. He wants to do it upper body. Well, he's 18, 19 years old. That's why. But my vision is, by the end of the year, he is the best big guy in the country.
Cal, did Dominique have any sort of setback there?
No, the game was just, again, I don't want to put guys in positions where, you know, they could cost us a game when I'm the one that's not giving them the experience. So the game got tight, and I just went with the rotation to win the game.
John, what do you think of Riley and the Chance? And
They all played well. Played well. They shot well. They weren't afraid. I mean, they had 16 turnovers, but, you know, they were fighting the whole game. They never quit playing. I mean, there was no, until the horn went off, they did not quit. I told Kev, I said, I'm impressed with them. I'm glad we're not playing them up there. Ooh, I wouldn't want to do that.
Was there a problem with transition defense? Because they seem to get some stuff there.
We missed some matchups, but it's really hard when guys are running to the three-point line. And they were running everybody to the three-point line. We had some miscommunication. I'll watch the tape, but again, you have to understand, we guarded today. We guarded. They made some tough threes. Any mistakes we made, they made us pay. But I liked our effort. I liked our energy.
When Aaron missed his first 3 in the second half, it looked like you sort of looked at him and tried to lift his spirits a little bit.
Who's that?
Aaron.
I just want him to play and compete. I don't care about missed shots. They do. So the whole team, they miss a play. There's some other guys today couldn't make plays, and then they just melted because they're so into offense. Just play hard. Just attack the basket. Make the plays you can make. 1 dribble pull-ups. Can't be guarded. Make threes if they're there. Defend, dive, run. Don't stop playing and get beat on a back door. Shot goes up. Don't look at the ball. Block out your man. All things that they're capable of doing. He's as good as any player in the country when he's playing the way he played today in that second half.
Was there something specific that you said to him during halftime?
I told him I love him.
Back here, what, if anything, does having the best record after 100 games mean to you back here, way in the back?
It means we've had 19 draft picks. It means we've had a team full of draft picks now. That I've had the best players in the country here the last 5 years, now going on 6 years. And they've accepted being coached. They accepted each other. Selfless kind of kids. You know, our 3 pillars: industriousness, work. Work. When you look at my guys, they understand how to work when they leave us. See, it's not just saying words like we're this. No, this is what we're about. Servant leadership, which means they're great teammates. They understand. We get them to the second pillar. And the third pillar, kind heart. So you look at John Wall, you look at Nerlens Noel, you look at DeMarcus Cousins, you look at all these kids, Patrick Patterson. You're talking about kids that leave us that understand how to work, that understand what leadership is, servant leadership. And they also understand what it means to have a kind heart, care about other people, to make time for somebody that you just made their month. We got a great group of kids that have been here.
Last call. Thanks, guys.